to ponder upon. There are three types of celebration. One is the divine type. It's called Sattvic in Sanskrit. The divine type, my master reminds me, is he used to sing, no reason for love, no season for love, no birth, no death. So that is the first type. When you celebrate without any reason, because you know it well that this life is about celebration. So celebration comes about naturally. It is not something that you have to find a reason for to celebrate. It comes naturally. You know life is about celebration. No reason for love, no season for love, and the expression of love is celebration. How do you express love? There's a beautiful song in India, a folk song. Those who love cannot but sing. So if you are in love, even if you are speaking in prose, it becomes poetry. Have you noticed that? If you are in love, your prose becomes poetry. If you are not in love, poetry becomes prose. So that is the first type of celebration. The lovers are true celebrities. They know what celebration is about, not the Hollywood celebrities and all that, celebs, no. Those who love, they know what celebration is about. The second type is human. The first one is divine, Sattvic. The second type is Rajas. The Rajas type, the human type, you need an excuse. You need certain dates, you need festivals, you need an excuse to celebrate. Like today, we are gathered here. We have an excuse. Today is old and new, so we have a reason to celebrate. This is human. This is not like the first one, where celebration comes about naturally. Every day is a new day. Every evening is a new evening. Today is 31st of December 2018. Next year there will be 31st of December, but 2018 will never repeat. So every day, every morning, every evening, every hour is unique, does not repeat itself. Every time is a celebration. That's the first one. The second one, we need an excuse. So my master reminds me, find an excuse. You know, there is a lot of fanaticism going on now. I am following some groups on WhatsApp. So much fanaticism that they try to find excuse to create conflict. This new year is not my new year. This is a Christian new year. This is a Gregorian new year. My new year is different. I follow different religion. There is so much confusion and conflict going on. Vice versa. The Christians are busy converting people. The Muslims, the Hindus, the Buddhists, everybody is in conflict. Everybody is confused. We are not finding this uniting factor. We are finding the dividing factor. I am different from you. I am not the same. It's pity because if you see the Sindhu tradition, we are talking about Indus Valley civilization. We are not talking about Hindu religion. Religion is one thing, but Hindu or Sindhu rather as civilization is quite another thing. The resonance of that Sindhu civilization, as we were listening to Archana earlier, from Iran. Anybody from Iran today? Yes? Good, great. From Iran to the outer limits of Australia, the aborigines there. And we are all actually aborigines, Karma Bhumi. We are all indigenous. We belong to this earth. We are people of this earth. But if you talk about, say, up to 5,000 years ago, 6,000 years ago, the center of civilization was this Indus Valley or Sindhu Valley, which we saw. Now it has been established that 8,000 years ago they were already quite civilized. I am reminded of Shah of Iran. When I was traveling to Iran, I was a businessman. He made this declaration in 1970s or early 80s perhaps, before he was toppled, that our civilization is 6,000-7,000 years old. And he was right. He's right. He's right. Same civilization. My friend from Iran, you must have heard of a tribe in Iran called Parthians. Do you remember? Do you know about Parthians? Yeah. Parthians. Parthians has a reference in Mahabharata, that is 3,000 years before Christ, BCE, before our common era. Krishna has a cousin who is called Partha, the son of Pritha. They belong to this Parthian tribe. So we were all connected. The Greeks, they find a mention there. The Greeks are called Yavan in Sanskrit. So we all belong to one civilization. It just so happened that from Iran to the outer limits of Australia, we were all almost one land mass. It is only 10,000, 12,000 years ago that there were tsunamis and we got fragmented. We got divided. And these ideas come from this civilization. Find reason to celebrate, to unite. Do not find reason to separate, to divide. The definition given of dharma, we all have heard the word dharma. The definition is anything and everything that unites is dharma, and otherwise the other way around, that divides, is adharma, is unrighteousness. Righteousness is that which unites. So the second type is still okay. We find reason to celebrate, and my master reminds me, find an excuse to celebrate. Even if there was no holiday, find an excuse. Create a holy day. Why holiday? Create a holy day, not holiday. Turn your Sunday holiday into holy day. We all know before Christmas got associated with the birth of Jesus Christ, it was already being celebrated in Europe by the Romans, by the Egyptians, as sun solstice. Find an excuse. Even if you are not Christian, celebrate. Even if you are a pagan, celebrate. Join in the celebration. Join the celebration. There was a Sufi saint, misunderstood Sufi saint. His name was Mirza Ghalib. He was coming from a Hindu neighborhood, and there was Deepavali going on. Deepavali celebrations were going on. And there was one Hindu priest, he gave him some mithai, some sweets, cookies. So as he was returning, there were some people, he said, you should not have accepted that. This is from a Hindu celebration. You should not eat this. He said, let me go back. Please give me but before that, please give me a checklist. Which cookies are Hindu and which cookies are Muslim and which cookies are Christian. So next time when I get a cookie, I must see the checklist, whether the cookies belong to my religion or not. We have created, this is not the creation of our prophets, of our avatars, of our messiahs. If you ask Jesus, what is your first commandment? He says, love your God. Second, love your neighbor. You ask Prophet Muhammad, he says, if your neighbor is sleeping on an empty stomach and you are sleeping with a full stomach, then you are not a good Muslim, you have to take care of your neighbor. And when you take care of your neighbor, don't ask for his ID. You belong to which religion? Don't ask for his ID. Take care. And this is very important. Vedas declare everything is enveloped by God. So God is not only within each one of us, but we all are in God. Somebody is asking the Master, can you tell me how vast, how big, how tall is God? The Master says, entire universe, and if you believe in multiverses, then God is just finger length, one finger length wider than the entire multiverses. Go and measure the multiverses. You'll find God a finger length wider, because all of us are in God. Find an excuse to celebrate, to join, to unite. But the third type, that is demoniac, that is evil. The evil way of celebrating is by harming others. I am happy when I hurt you. Masochist. I will celebrate when I win this. When I prove you are wrong, I celebrate. When I overcome you, when I subdue you, subjugate you, when you lose, then I'm celebrating. This is the third type. So Master says, forget the third type. If you are on the second type, try to improve on it. Try to celebrate without reason, without season. He used to sing, no reason for love, no season for love, no birth, no death.